Yeah,
We
cool.
should be.
All right, so welcome to that stupid dating show. This is a new setup for us, and we are just so happy to have you guys here as Rain is sharing our live stream. Today, we actually have a guest. Rain, introduce our guest a little bit and how you connected.
All right. We connected through TikTok. Hold on, my sound's a little funky here.
There you go. I hear you. Look at you.
That's better.
There's that radio voice.
All right. We connected through TikTok. She actually, I think, probably followed you first, or you connected first, or whatever. But anyways,
Yeah.
So basically, you're the guest here. Introduce yourself. Tell us your relationship status. What's going on in life? What you do? Give us the rundown.
All right. Well, I'm Jen Gi, and my dating status is very single. I work in the tech industry, building software building software. And I'm also a yoga teacher and a mom.
A yoga teacher. That's cool.
So when you say you build software, as a non-tech guy, as you can see, my TikToks are not very techy. I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of wing it. Do you build websites and stuff?
I have done that in the past. I've done that. I've done mobile apps. Right now I'm building a CRM platform, which is a customer relationship management platform that companies use to track any of their sales leads and whatnot through the time that somebody comes through the door until they have orders.
Okay. All right. So that's cool that you build apps. What kind of appetizers do you build?
I just want to point out, I think it's funny that I was like, oh, yoga, that's cool. And you're like, software.
Well, we just... All right, so what's cool about yoga? Tell us about yoga. No.
Yoga?
I've never done yoga before. I don't know.
No, me neither.
Okay, so
anyways,
yoga
back to
meets you where you
software.
No,
are.
fuck it. I want a yoga.
I say yoga. I vote yoga. Yoga meets you where you are, Rain, so you can do yoga. You won't break. I started doing yoga right before COVID, and I found a lot of peace and healing from that, along with, just part of my self-care journey. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. How long, you just said how long you were doing yoga. How long? Since January?
Oh, no, since prior to COVID, 2020, March.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
So
did you mishear that too?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
I was hoping you agreed just to make me look a little
That's why I said
better.
kind of. Yeah.
Okay,
good. So what, I guess, you say yoga meets you where you are. Can you tell us a little bit? Because I don't do yoga, but everybody says, oh, Eric, you should. And I'm just scared that I'm going to fart the whole time.
That's a real thing.
Do you hear a lot of farts in yoga?
No.
Oh, bummer. That's the only reason I want to go.
I would probably just get I
just want to go to hear people fart.
I would. I'd go and take a laxative before. Just
you'd end up shitting all over the place.
Well, okay.
Anyways, fair. Okay. So go on about yourself. You do software and yoga.
Okay.
You're single.
She said very single.
Very single.
What makes you? Right. What makes you call yourself very single?
There's no one on the horizon for me right now. I date. I enjoy dating.
Okay.
I really do. I love dating. I don't love that I haven't found, a relationship, but I enjoy dating. I always learn something from everyone I go out with.
And how long have you been on? Are you on dating apps?
For now, yes.
Okay. How long have you been on dating apps? 5
years, maybe.
Oh, wow. You've been single for, and I don't mean that in oh, wow, something's wrong. No, but wow, that's,
I don't know, hurt, Eric.
I'm sorry. But usually people say, a year or whatnot. So to be on dating apps for 5 years, now we have a lot to talk about. Cause I mean, you're in it almost to day one when it was only Tinder.
Yeah. Which dating apps are you currently on?
Right now, Bumble and Facebook dating. I was on
Bum-
Hinge, but Eric gave me some advice that I needed to kind of pare down my options.
Yeah, so
So you basically made her quit Hinge.
I didn't make her do anything. What I told her was to narrow it down, and she chose those two. But no, I made a TikTok asking women to send me their profiles, and that I would kind of help them.
Okay. Did you get a lot?
Yeah, I got a few, and Jen's profile was good.
So that's how you guys connected the first time. Is that okay?
Yeah. And then she sent it through my Instagram, and I loved her profile. Like, she actually had one of the better ones out of like the 60 that I looked like.
60.
Yeah,
you got that many?
Yeah, and I got one today too.
Jeez, you should start charging for that.
I mean, I am marketing it for like life coaching and stuff like that, but I haven't. I want to see what kind of traction that I could get before. But anyways, through all that. You sending me that, you chose those two, Bumble and Facebook dating. Out of those two, which one have you seen more quality matches than quantity?
Oh, Bumble for sure.
Okay, so why do you stick with Facebook dating then?
To be honest, I'm ready to get rid of both of them. But Facebook dating, well, so with Bumble, I paid like. You could sign up, I think it was like 3 months for $99, or you could do lifetime for $120. So I'm like, let me just do lifetime. That's why I ended up on Bumble, and that's why I've stuck with it for so long. But Facebook dating, it's hot garbage.
I did not know or even could imagine why there would be a lifetime subscription.
I was just about to ask you a question.
Is that
you
not
raise up
contradictive of the entire point of a dating app?
Jen, what do you think? Is that contradictory of the point of the app?
Well, I think
lifetime, like lifetime till you're 80 or till you die. Then like when you die, your subscription, well, I guess you paid for lifetime, but I was gonna say the bill goes to somebody else.
No, you could give it to one of your children. Put it in your will.
Just change the pictures and everything.
Here's my email, my login. Just change the pictures.
Yesterday she was 80, but now she's fucking 30.
Yeah. Okay.
And she looks way younger.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a lifetime subscription. But let's go ahead and get into the Facebook dating. What do you hate about that? Because I hate Facebook dating.
What do I hate about it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Did she say she hates it?
No.
Okay, so tell us your thoughts. Tell us your thoughts on Facebook dating. Don't tell us about what you hate. Tell us how you feel about
it.
If you hate it, then tell us why you hate it. But
it's convenient, right? I mean, because I'm on Facebook, it's convenient, but I don't get a lot of value out of it.
Okay. All right. So what value do you see in Bumble then, other than you spent $150 for it?
Yeah. Well, the matches to me, I think the way that, and one of the reasons why I dropped Hinge is because it's not set up where I can show enough of my personality, and I want people to see my personality before they swipe on me, before they go on dates with me. And I don't feel like Hinge was really set up for that. I think it was geared more toward aesthetic.
Okay, fair. That's a fair point.
Yeah, and Bumble, I have, and I think you have more control. Women have more control in Bumble. They've recently changed their platform, but
they did. Yep.
Hey, Gina, by the way, she said hey in the comments.
Yeah, we have comments. So, but okay, so let's talk about maybe some of your recent matches. Go ahead and tell us maybe a couple of your recent matches that were bad.
Well, I went on a date last night.
Oh, okay. We want to hear it.
Yeah.
Give us the deets. Spill that tea. Drizzle.
Facebook dating. His pictures, he looked like a sophisticated gentleman. He was very articulate. He had a depth to him. I've been on a personal, like a self-healing journey, and he had the same. I'm into creating a peaceful life. His profile really aligned with that. So he drove a good distance to see me, maybe an hour and a half. I don't know if that's a big distance for the two of you.
I won't go more than 20 minutes. So yeah, that's a.
I drove 3 hours. I drove 3 hours once.
Yeah, he.
Glad I'm not Eric.
He came to see me. We had dinner, and the conversation was okay, but I knew pretty early on that it wasn't a match. And at the end, he handed me a flosser out of his wallet so I could floss my teeth.
Are you kidding me? Or hold on. Was it like, was he grabbing one for himself, then handed you one?
No, he pulled one out for himself, and he said that oral health is really important to him, and then he handed me one.
Okay, well, that's fair. I don't see it. If he got one for himself too, he's weird. No. Okay, think about it. If you got a booger in your nose, would you want somebody to tell you about it? You want like somebody to just let you go the whole day with a booger in your nose?
I mean, I would like someone to tell me that I have a booger in my nose. So that's not apples and oranges here.
But the fact that he got one for himself and then also offered or just handed one to her, I mean, we all need to floss our teeth. I mean, come on.
True, but it's different than like offering someone a piece of gum. Right? Like you offer someone a piece of gum, they still joke, "Oh, why does my breath stink?" And then you're just like, "Yeah." But
here's
like,
some floss. You got a big old steak in your teeth.
Yeah. Like, okay, so like after that, how did you feel?
I felt like it was socially inappropriate to do that at the bar.
Oh, so this was like you guys are still on the date. It wasn't like walk into the car or anything.
Oh, no. It was at the bar in front of God and everyone.
Okay, yeah, that's... Okay, now go into the car.
I don't know, man. It's a toothpick or a floss.
I'm going to have to sit on this one.
Right after you eat, it just seems like common courtesy. Like, I'm going to floss my teeth. Do you need to floss yours? We just ate. You got a chicken leg stuck in your molars.
But can you do that in the bathroom?
Yeah, exactly. And like, what if she's not a flosser? What if she has gingivitis?
Slides it over on the table. Here, take this to the bathroom.
What if she has gingivitis and has bleeding gums, and when she flosses, her gums bleed? Like, he doesn't know that. And maybe that was I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
You're gonna have to put that on your TikTok.
All right. I'll just be like, all right, gentlemen, what's the weirdest thing you asked a woman to do on a date? Because flossing should not be one of them.
Gina says it's not a big deal.
Okay. Well,
okay.
That's okay. Gina's not Jen. But anyways, so do you think, like, was there any like connotation there? Like, because when you hand someone a piece of gum or someone's flossing, like you can kind of, okay, like, does he want me to have a piece of gum because my breath stinks, and or he wants to kiss me and he wants my breath to be better, or what? Like, did you feel any of that, like that kind of way at all?
I didn't.
Okay, well, that's good.
I think it's just common courtesy.
He was being courteous.
Okay. All right. So how was the date overall?
It was okay. I realized pretty early on that we weren't a match, but we still had good conversation.
Okay. So why, if it was a good date, or not, that's, hold on. Let me rephrase this question. At what point in the date did you know that it wasn't going to be like a thing? You said early on. So how early?
Oh, maybe the first 10 minutes. And I don't know that I can pinpoint exactly what it was.
You just knew right away. Like,
I just knew right away. Yeah.
How long was the date?
2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay. That's a fairly decent date.
Did you kiss him at the end?
No.
Good.
Yeah, she's good. She didn't feel that
better than Michelle.
Stop. Oh, okay. So where did he take you? Or where did he tell you to meet?
A wing bar.
A wing bar.
Oh, so you guys ate wings and then he got the toothpick. Okay, not so weird.
Hey, come on, see?
Okay. All right.
In the bathroom, Eric. In the bathroom. Do it in the bathroom.
I agree. Do it at the bathroom, not in front of people. But at least he offered you one. I would say that's why. Well, did you have a big piece of chicken stuck? Like, did you actually floss it or no?
No.
Yeah. Did you use it?
No.
What'd you do? Just like, okay, thanks. Put it in my pocket.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes. But wait.
I'll save this for later.
Did you use it later on?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Did you throw it away?
I think it's still.
Or do you still have it?
I think it's in the pocket of my skirt.
So now her dryer's going to have this toothpick.
Yeah.
I'm not
look
gonna
like
lie.
all worn out. She uses it all the time.
I'm not going to lie. If someone gave me a toothpick and I put it in my pocket, as soon as I get in that car, I'm using it.
Yeah, I would be too. I would have used it at the table.
Oh, yeah. You're a little bit different than me. But
Clearly.
yeah. See, now I could punch you because you're like right here. Across the table, I'd have to like fucking rack you.
We're both going to have
Charlie horses.
yeah,
but I don't know.
We're going to have bruises.
All right, Jen. Sorry, we're very excited because this is like a new setup. So
Yeah, it's fun.
we are having fun. All right, so you had a date last night, but go ahead and tell us like what kind of matches do you get on Facebook dating? Like, have you had any matches today on Facebook dating?
I haven't looked. I'm sure. I usually have one or two a day.
So what is like the common first message that you get on Facebook dating?
A wave.
Really?
Not even words. A wave. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about that. I as soon as she said the wave, I think that's a good idea.
Oh, hey, fundamentally disagree.
If you're at the bar and you wave at somebody, and if they wave back and come over and talk to you, you won. If you wave at them and they're like look away instantly, then it didn't work out. I mean, the wave is just like, hey, I'm acknowledging you. You want to talk to me?
Or they might go like this.
Yeah, I mean. So how do you feel about the wave?
Oh no, I fundamentally disagree. I think that is
As a first message?
Oh yeah. It's like a woman on Bumble sending me a period, just so that the time doesn't run out.
Oh,
right. So I just don't.
That tells me she's waiting for you to reach out first.
Yeah, 100%. That's what it means. But that's not the point of the app.
Well, what is this period? I've never heard of this. What? Tell me more.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well, when
Bumble,
women hit a certain age, they start, going through puberty. Just kidding.
Yeah. So the shedding of the uterine wall. Wait, did you think that they just dropped eggs? Is that what you thought?
No.
Okay, good.
I know about periods.
anyways,
I've had 'em.
so on Bumble, when the time runs out or when they match, sometimes instead of like sending me like a GIF or a GIF is what I call them.
What's up, Garrett?
They will just send a
G-Man
period.
Tony.
They'll just send a period, and that sends the message, and I'm like, period. I'll send it back. Because it's not the point of the app. The point of the app for Bumble is for women to make the first move. If they want to engage, they will. Where if I did that on any other dating app, like the Wave,
You said Bumble, right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, finish your.
Where if I did that on any other dating app, that in itself would not get you to engage with me. It shows low effort. It's like, do you really want to be here? So that's why I'm against the Wave. The Wave is just like, hey, like, what is Jen supposed to do with that?
Okay, so with Bumble, the woman has to reach out first.
From the point of its conception, it was. Now it's changed it to where now women can put prompts that like make the first move, and I could open up a profile and answer that prompt. So I make the first move, but she also has 24 hours to respond to that. She doesn't have to.
Man, that
Do you
is.
have to pay for those prompts?
No.
I think you have to pay for them. No, they're free.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
free. Yep, you just got to go and edit it, and it could be like ask or make the first move, and your question could be, what are your green flags and your red
Okay.
flags, or you could write your own. Like I wrote my own.
Was it Hinge you have the lifetime subscription to?
No, Bumble,
Bumble.
No, Bumble.
Bumble, yeah.
Bumble. Then she's gonna will it to her children.
I am so mad we weren't just recording when I said the Bumble
That's
thing.
okay. Then it's on Patreon. You could record it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can take the audio. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, so you get the wave. What are some other messages, some first starters on Facebook dating? Because the only reason I'm asking is I want to compare Facebook dating to the Bumble dating. So I want to go with Facebook dating first because I hate it.
I do get really robust starters from Bumble, but not from Facebook dating. Facebook dating, it's hey, how are you? It's a wave or hi. There's not a lot of substance to the opening moves from Facebook.
Now, how do you feel about the hey, how are you?
I'm really torn on it.
Okay.
And it depends on the profile, right? So if it's hey, how are you? And I look at their profile and there's not a lot of substance to it, that's a hard pass for me. But if I look at their profile and it seems like it might really align with me, I'll match energy and shoot a hey, how are you back.
Okay. All right.
And see what happens.
We actually recently changed our mind on the hey, how are you? We're actually pro hey, how are you here? Just because I think you made this great point, Rain, on a couple episodes that if you look at dating apps as like you are at the bar, but you're on your couch.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
You know, the first thing you say to that person is, hey, how's your night going?
You don't just walk up and say a whole paragraph about your
Yeah.
life and how much you like walking on the beach and picking up shells.
Right. It's like, hey, what's your green flag and red flags? Right. They'll be like, my green flag is someone not talking to me, and the red flag is avoiding.
pet peeve?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you I have a different opinion on that because at the bar and you're saying, hey, how are you? You have no context about who this person is and what their life looks like. But on the dating apps, you've already had a little bit of a personal glimpse into who I am. So you've got something that you could start a conversation with.
Oh, okay. So you should probably be more pro, hey, how are you on the dating apps than at the bar, is what you're saying.
No.
No, yeah, because you have more to go on the apps than you do in the bar. So a hey, how are you in the bar is a little creepier than, or not putting forth the effort to approach than it would be at on the dating apps because you're actually seeing their life.
Yeah, but still, it's like, do you just pick something that's on their profile and be like, hey, that I like that you ride horses? Is
Yes.
that... Yeah,
but that's close-ended.
Yes.
That's close-ended. Hey, you like horses? She could say, yep.
Hey, I see you ride horses. I've never rode a horse before. You think we could ride one together?
Tandem horseback riding. Is that our next show?
Is that how I should?
Is that our next show? We're just riding tandem horseback.
Is that how my approach should be?
Yeah. Right.
I would say yes. I'm
Yeah.
up for any kind of adventure.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the Bumble now because you said you have more robust.
Yes.
So tell us maybe some of the first messages that you get or that you've sent to.
If I'm sending something to a gentleman, I always pick out something that's interesting on his profile and I comment on it. And that's what I like in return, right? So my opening question, or I don't remember what it's called, is I hope that you'll I can't remember what it says, but it's something like, I'm hoping that you'll ask me an interesting question or something like that.
Okay.
I'm hoping that you'll engage with an interesting question or genuine curiosity or something like that.
Well, at least she says
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some really great responses to that. I mean, I get good, like the gentlemen that are interested, they come with some really good questions.
Can you remember maybe if they are that really good, like can you remember one that is just like top tier?
Yeah. This guy, his name was Jim. I mean, there are lots of guys named Jim, and we never ended up meeting, but he said, hey, well, what do you think about flying to Vegas, catching a show, getting married, having it annulled, and and then how does that sound? Or maybe we could just go for coffee instead. I thought that was interesting. It was different, it was unique, and it caught my attention.
And did
it was
you go
funny.
get
It made
coffee
me
with
laugh. No.
Oh,
You
No.
should have. Well, no, if she
We
didn't go for
had-
coffee, did you go to Vegas?
I'll never tell.
Oh man.
I would have went to Vegas.
No, you need to tell now.
I would have taken a free trip to Vegas.
I don't know. Jen
No,
seems like a very classy woman. I'm going to say no to Vegas.
Hey, I would marry and divorce a man in Vegas just to go to Vegas for free.
Anyways,
We are
So-
not the same.
anyways,
I
all
mean,
right.
it's a free trip.
So what didn't work out with Jim? Because that
You
was
get
a
more
very,
benefits as a gay marriage, right?
No,
We
but
live 5 hours apart.
oh,
That's
We
true.
lived a good distance apart. Okay, back to Facebook dating.
yeah.
Most of my matches are not from my local area. They're from surrounding states.
That's
We've
why
heard
I
that a
hate it.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you actually from? Where are you located?
I'm in the Peach State. I'm in
Oh,
Georgia.
okay, cool.
Georgia.
So not too far away from South Carolina.
They're right. Yeah.
Not
They
North
they
Carolina.
connect.
Oh, they border. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
They touch.
Yeah, I learned that in geography.
Or
Actually, today. Yeah. All right. So, Bumble wise, what are your like non-negotiables on first messages other than like dick pics or sexual comments? Like instead of the "Hey, how are you?" and the dick pics and all that. Like, what are the?
Did she say she doesn't like dick pics?
I'm assuming.
We can talk about that because I got an interesting one about 2 weeks ago.
Like, are we
An
talking
interesting dick?
An interesting picture.
Oh,
Well, let's put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
okay.
About, okay.
The question was, I'm pretty open-minded.
Okay.
I like dating. I enjoy it. So there's not a lot. Okay, maybe really, really poor grammar.
Oh,
But other
okay.
than that, I'm pretty open-minded.
Yeah, I think the grammar thing is important. At least for me, like I don't nitpick the or I didn't. I'm not on dating apps anymore. But I didn't nitpick the commas or anything like that. But if they didn't spell out you,
Yeah.
that would drive me fucking
Yeah.
nuts. Like, come on.
I
But
hate the WRD. What are you doing?
WYD.
WAYD. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
WYD?
No, it's usually WYD. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What you doing?
What you doing? Yeah, it's not even proper
Yeah.
to say. Okay. So then, how about this? Let's before we go into your interesting dick pic thing, or it's not a dick pic, but a picture. Can you tell us maybe some of your non-negotiables while you're scrolling these apps?
This one might be controversial, but if somebody is sober, like I like to drink, and I don't want to put anyone at temptation for losing their sobriety.
I've ran into that a lot.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I like to drink too. And every girl that I, meet up with, they're like, yeah, I drink like, maybe once every 3 months. And I'm like, we're not going to work. You're going to call me an alcoholic in a week.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
You know how many
think...
times I've been called an alcoholic?
Yeah, probably a lot.
A lot, dude.
Yeah.
A lot.
But I don't think that's controversial. That's just something that you enjoy. But yeah, I mean, more power to you. So
I mean, are you drinking like a case a day? Or
oh
you,
Jesus!
a couple beers, couple
Are you talking
cocktails.
about me?
Yeah.
Well, I usually drink socially. I don't typically drink alone. Socially.
And I think you froze. I don't know if it's your connection.
Are you still there?
Yeah, but anyway, so drinking beer. We do drink. Oh,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
she's connecting.
There she is.
There she is. We lost you for a minute. Sorry about that. All right, so you
Can
drink.
you hear us?
No worries.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
So you drink socially. What other things do you have that are or non-negotiables do you have other than if they're sober?
If I date someone younger, if they want kids, that's not in the cards for me. So those are all swipe left.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
I'm looking for a long term. Like I don't want to invest in something that in years is, I could have seen a breakup coming from the beginning.
You broke up during the alcohol question. You don't want somebody who's sober, right? Because you don't want to.
Yeah.
I thought she was breaking up. This is really messing me up. You don't want somebody sober because you don't want to influence them into drinking again, correct? But you're not like an everyday drinker, right?
I don't want that on my conscience. Right?
Yeah.
I go through phases. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Right now it's socially at the pool with my buddies.
I got you.
At the bar with my friends.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then kids, like how you said you're a mother too. You're a mother as well. So how many kids do you have?
I have 3 and they're teens.
Oh, in their teens. Yeah. So you're ready to be an empty nester, right? You're at that point. I understand. I have 2 teens myself. So
I will date younger with kids, but if I date younger and they want to have kids, that's not a match for me.
How much younger will you date?
35.
And you're how old?
I'm in my 40s.
Okay.
Closer to 50. Closer to 50 than 40.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll date 35. Do you get a lot of matches for someone in that age range?
Yes, I get a lot of matches starting at like 20.
Really?
Yes.
They like them cougars.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you feel like when you get those matches of someone who is that much younger than you? What do you automatically assume?
I assume they want to hit it and quit it.
So you don't match with them, obviously.
No,
you don't match with them, or
I don't match with them.
So you're not the hit it and quit it type of girl.
No, I'm not.
You want a little
I could have told you that.
Context
I saw,
to the
I saw her
interaction.
profile.
Yeah.
I saw her profile. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
No hitter and quitter.
So
that's exactly what it says.
Yeah. Right. Right. So why, if you're not going to match with those guys, why do you have your age range set to that to search?
I don't.
Oh, is it Facebook dating that does that?
No, it was Hinge. It was Hinge.
Yeah, you ran out of matches.
We got rid of
Yeah, you ran out of matches there. That's why. Trust me, I know that.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was. You ran out of potential matches in your age range in your mileage range. So they're like, okay, well, here's some 18-year-olds. We can't help you at all. So here's some 18-year-olds. They might be a good match.
The mileage.
The mileage, yeah.
The mileage thing, I just went real.
It's like you're renting a car. Like, how many miles you gonna put on this bad boy? And I'm like 50. I don't want to go over 50.
She's 80. She's got a lot of miles on her. That's that's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
Not that you're 80, but it's just kind of how I looked at it.
All right. Well, hey,
why don't you saying, Ray?
Why don't we take a quick break?
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
I want to compliment you, Jen, because you've been dating for a while and you are so optimistic, and that is beautiful.
Yes.
Like your law of attraction is there to where you're trying to bring in that good energy where you get like some women that are like 6 months in, they're like, oh, this fucking sucks. Like, I'm not doing dating sucks. I'm just going to stay single type thing. So I want to commend you for that you keep doing that. Do you go out much? Is that why you're on or no?
I go through phases. So sometimes I'll go out 2 or 3 times a week, and sometimes I'll go a month without going on a date. I think a lot of it just depends on, what's going on in my life and whether or not they're interesting people.
Do you go out by yourself 2 or 3 times a week? Or you go with friends?
No, no, on dates.
Oh, you get 2 to 3 dates a week?
No.
She said, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
You're killing it.
Wow.
Well, but it's not consistent, right?
Okay.
Like I can go a month or 2 months without going on any dates at all.
We know a girl that does 56 dates a year.
That's true. We do. Yeah, 56 dates a year.
What's the math on that? How many is that a month?
That's about a date and a half a week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how long were you single and dating until you weren't single now?
Yeah. So before I met my partner now, it was about a year.
So how many dates you think you went on in that year? Like an estimate.
I'd say about 20. I'd say about 20. Now, I had matches that I was talking to, potential dates, and then it just kind of flaked out.
Gotcha.
You know? But yeah, about 20. It wasn't like a serial thing. Or I would actually start dating somebody and seeing where it went.
Yeah.
And then it would fizzle out, and then I'd start,
I gotcha.
pursuing another person if that didn't fizzle out. But yeah.
That makes sense.
But anyways, okay, so how about where do you want to be approached? Like, do you get approached in the wild at all?
On occasion.
Where?
Very, mostly at restaurant bars.
Oh, okay. And are you with your friends when that happens?
Both by myself and with friends.
And what is the general approach that the man takes?
Well, I might be the one to open the conversation, platonically, right? Like I'm not looking at someone I won't get up and walk across the room and say, "Hey, you look like my kind of guy." I won't do that. But if someone is sitting in my vicinity, I may say, "We're watching baseball. Well, is this your team, or who's your team, or something like that?"
So you're
just to open the conversation.
So you're a lot of times you'll strike up conversation rather than the guy approaching you.
Yes.
Nice.
How do you feel about, maybe, I don't know if you've seen some of my latest videos where some women will say, why would a woman approach? How do you feel about, women approaching men? Are you for it? Well, obviously you're for it, but like, what would you say to the women that are totally against it?
I think that they're looking at it from anticipating an outcome. Like if I go up and I speak to someone, I'm anticipating that it will end in a date. And I don't think that's the outlook that's going to get you the results. I think just being a personable person and saying hello is what's going to lead to that conversation.
Yeah, almost like a, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Sorry, just had to throw that in there.
That guy throws a mean fastball.
Yeah, he'll throw it right. Okay, so how about you tell us about that picture that you got that you wanted to like put a stop to or a hold on the conversation?
Okay. So with people that I go out with, they all end up with like these nicknames. My friends and I have these nicknames for them. And there's this one guy, we called him Pink Pants.
Oh my gosh.
We're
going to have to mute ourselves.
He had a pair of pink pants.
Holy shit.
Like, okay, legit
I was
pink,
thinking maybe
or
he was
like salmon.
I was thinking maybe he was wearing white pants one night and had his period.
Oh my God.
No. They were
My bad.
And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hot.
Were they like tight
so we
pink
started
pants?
calling him Pink Pants, and no, they were like khakis, but they were pink.
Huh.
Okay.
Maybe like salmon?
I'm
Not
getting
so
closer
pink?
because I'm intrigued by these pink
No.
pants.
They were pink.
I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we call him Pink Pants, and he was texting me one morning, and I'm like, "Well, good morning, Pink Pants," or whatever. And well, he texted me, and I responded with that, and he said he took a picture of his pants, and he was wearing khakis, but you could see all of the goods. You could see.
He sent you a bulge pic.
You could see the bulge.
No, you could see all of the detail. You could see it all.
The Frank and the beans.
Even like printed ball hairs pressing against his pink pants.
I did not question whether or not he was circumcised. It was not a question.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
It was not a
was
question that he wasn't.
He was.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, we've got no comments now.
Look, I mean, okay. Look,
She said it was kind of hot.
gross. It was kind of hot. I mean, it was subtle. It wasn't in your face. It showed you what you're working with, but it wasn't just out there. And there's still some mystery to it.
So
I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna send dick pics, I think that's the way to go.
So a bulge pic. Okay. So would you rather get a bulge pic or like a bare ass cheek pic?
Not spread butt,
Not
just
spread butt, but just like a
cheek.
butt cheek. Like look at this.
Like
Look at this baseball
like a
butt.
side angle of a butt.
How about a smile? Can I get a smile?
Oh no,
Do I have to have?
men don't smile. We don't
Maybe
smile because it shows too much emotion, and then you women just use it to like just hurt us. So I'm kidding.
I might
kidding.
not.
I'm kidding, everybody. I know women don't do that.
I might not smile, but I'll wink at you with my brown eye.
Oh God! Your chocolate starfish?
Oh yeah, the old chili ring.
Oh jeez. Okay. All right. So
Leather Cheerio.
All right, so you had the bulge pick or the bulge pick. So
Balloon knot.
I said the bulge pick. All right, so how often do you get non-bulge picks and they just send the goodies? They just send the Frank.
I don't.
Oh, that's good.
I don't.
Wow.
That's good. You're actually probably the first one that.
I wonder if there's like certain women out there that just don't get the dick pics.
Do you feel bad about that?
That I don't get dick pics?
Yeah.
It's probably one of those yes or no,
Well,
yes and no type of
Well, I mean,
situations. I would think.
Because I think that if
You're not getting dick pics, then maybe they don't want to give you the dick.
Well, yeah, I wonder if like
Or maybe they're just a
Okay.
genuine human being.
so like if there's any women in the chats, like if you've never received a dick pic, do you feel like maybe there's something wrong with
Hope my mom's not in there.
right? Yeah, right. But no, I mean I'm glad you haven't gotten them. Honestly, I think that it's a trashy thing to do, but I can see how like, well, why am I not getting any? You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you, I think it's because of my profile, right?
Yeah.
And my profile, it's not racy, it's not suggestive, it's not provocative. I just don't think that I.
Having more technical difficulties here.
Yeah, for those in the chat, so yeah, I do think, Jen, that your profile, when you sent it to me, like, is very professional. It's very fun, to where, like, yeah, there's no way that a guy, even in like the age range that you're looking for, would be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna show her my dick, right? So I'm so glad that you haven't, because I think that any guy that sends that is just like, just don't do that, at least on a dating app. Like, if that's the thing, like you're dating and you ask for one, like that's okay, but unsolicited right on the dating apps, like you need to block those people. But
Yeah.
so
Do you
Can I
like
say really quickly, Eric?
oh,
In the
hold on, since you're talking about
in
me.
the comment,
Oh shit. Technical difficulties.
man?
Tip of the tongue, the
no,
tip. Lips.
she said that my vibe is off.
Oh Jesus. Uh
No, that's fine. Jen, can you hear us? Well, anyways, so Erica says that I think her vibe puts people off from them, which is great. And I do agree with Erica here because I've seen her profile. And I would say that, yeah, her profile does not give off, that vibe. Jen, can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. We had technical difficulties. I think you were trying to talk about Erica in the chats. Can you repeat what you said? Because we got none of that, and I was trying to fill in maybe of what you said.
She gave me the greatest compliment that says my vibe puts people off from that, which is great. And I think that that's quite an honor.
Yeah.
For someone else to see that. Thank you, Erica.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I've seen your profile. It does not, not saying that any profile should give a vibe of sending a dick pic.
I think it's one of those things that a guy would feel bad sending this woman a dick pic.
Right. It's almost like, oh, wow, she'll actually fucking report me.
I can't do that to her.
Right.
She's too sweet and innocent.
Right. Okay, so this bulge guy, right? So there's some mystery there, hot and heavy. He showed you the Frank and the beans in the khakis. He's not circumcised. You could tell. He is circumcised. You could tell that, right?
Yeah.
What happened with
he had
him?
a tape back or something.
Nobody said that was over. Nobody said that was done.
Oh, Jennifer, if that's your name. It could be.
No.
It's not Jennifer?
You tapping pink pants?
No.
All right.
Not.
I'm rooting for Jen Gi on this one. We got bulge guy. Is that what you guys call him now in your group chat?
Charming pants.
Oh.
Jen Gi and Bulgy.
That's a good one.
I thought it was kind of lame, but I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. So let's get into maybe your dating experiences. Tell us just like a bad date story.
I don't have a lot of bad date stories. I have 3 that come to mind that were not great dates. But no real bad dates. So
okay.
I guess the first one. So I did this thing when I started online dating, and I would spend 3 and 4 weeks talking with someone before meeting them out. I wanted to make sure that they were worthy of my time and meeting them, and that's too long. So we would have long conversations for 3 or 4 weeks before we would meet, and then we would meet in person and it would fall flat. So I said, this is not working for me and I need to switch up my plan. So as soon as I feel safe and comfortable with someone, if they ask me out and I'm available, I'll go. Well, one of the gentlemen, I was talking with a gentleman, and we had good conversation back and forth. He said, hey, you don't have plans tomorrow. I don't have plans tomorrow. Let's go to dinner. And I'm like, cool, fine, whatever. And I went, and I didn't know him all that well, right? I had that level of safety and security. I wasn't worried about him as a person. But then when I got there, he was a total train wreck. The first thing he said to me, I said, hey, I'm walking into the restaurant. I'm wearing green. And he got up, of course, to greet me. And when he saw me, he said, I'm so glad that it's you, because there was another girl wearing green and she was totally woof. I'm like, well, that's a great way to introduce yourself. That was the first date that I tried. I sat there contemplating, do I find the waitress? Do I pay my tab and do I walk out without saying anything? Do I continue the date and tell him I don't want to see him again? What's my exit strategy? And that's the first time I'd ever done that. And, I decided that might be emotionally scarring for him, for somebody just to leave in the middle of the date. So I said, I can stick through anything for 45 minutes. So we finished the date, and he said, hey, I really want to see you again. And I said, I don't feel like we have a romantic future together. And at that moment, he was ready to get the hell out of there. I mean, that's probably the worst date that I've had.
That's a good thing to say. I don't feel like we have a romantic future together. I like that.
It's very mature.
Yeah.
Very mature.
Back to him saying, I saw another girl in green and woof.
Yes.
You know where he got that from, right?
No.
Home Alone. The movie Home Alone. He's like, remember when Macaulay Culkin?
Oh, yeah.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Wolf.
But, I mean, maybe it's just because not saying you get offended easily, but I just, I laugh at things like that. Like, it just, it goes in one and out the other. I think it's kind of funny, but I can see how you could see a lot of his personality based on him just saying that.
Well, you can in a negative way. I'm on Jen's side here because it shows that guy is just a very physical type person to where he's judging this other woman based on her look and then tells Jen, oh, I'm so glad it's you and not that girl because, whoa, right? Maybe he thought it was a compliment to Jen.
I was just about to say it could have potentially been a compliment.
But the fact is that you
kind of a rude thing to say.
Yeah, you kind of berated another human being.
Yeah.
Because of that. Like, he could have just been like, oh, I'm so glad it's you. You know, I always get scared about catfishes. You know, like something like that. You didn't have to say, oh, wolf. Right. And just totally. I mean, because if that woman heard him say that, how do you think that woman would feel?
Right.
Right. Like, he had no consideration for other people and maybe, you know, her self-consciousness or anything like that. Like, her insecurities. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you haven't had any like shit dates, like really bad to where you're just like, oh my God, let me tell you about this one. This guy just pulled his dick out right in front of me. Right.
Right at the dinner table. Hey,
like, oh, hey,
you finished with that salad?
You know, I got a PhD.
Here's my dick.
Yeah. I got a PhD. Pretty huge.
I've never heard that.
It's from Friends. I'm not that funny.
Wow. Yeah. So it turns out I do have a PhD.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyways.
That's hilarious.
Anyways,
never heard that.
Can you tell us maybe now because you're very optimistic, and I absolutely love that you are so optimistic about dating, especially for as long as you have, and I keep bringing that up, don't take offense to it. It's just like we haven't heard very many people come, you know, this far and not be this optimistic. So I'm very at all about that. So can you tell us maybe some of your best dates?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I like adventure, and that's one of the things that I say on my profile. That I like adventure.
Yeah. In fact, your first Bumble picture is you, and I showed Rain this, and this is how we know, because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember, and I pulled up your profile, and it's like you hanging on like this tree, and it looks like you're like in like this beach setting, like far away. So it's like, hey, I travel, I have fun, like I'm going to let my hair down. I'm not some like, oh, put my hair up type, you know, kind of sheltered person. Like, it looks like you want to have fun and like enjoy life.
I do. So adventure can be, I mean, it can be really small. It can be large, whatever. Like that trip that was in the Dominican, it was a swimming with a whale strip. A lot of fun. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So I go on a date with this gentleman, and I will tell you, the best dates that I go on are the ones that I don't want to go on. I'm like, oh, I don't know that I want to get ready for this date.
Please
get ready for the date. I go out and I end up having a great time. So I met this gentleman for dinner, and we'd been messaging maybe a week or so. And he said, hey, I have really enjoyed the conversation, and I want to continue it. Do you want to have some fun? Do you want to go on an adventure? And I'm like, is he saying that he wants to move to the bar? Because I'm totally down with that. And I'm like, well, what do you have in mind? Because I don't want to say yes without knowing what he has in mind. He said, do you want to fly? And I said, what? He said, do you want to go fly? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Let's go. So I'm a pretty decent judge of character. Like I get I can feel it in my gut if I think that somebody is not an honorable person. And he stopped me on the way out the door of the restaurant, and he said, and I'm thinking that we're going to an airport, and he's, you know, opening up a hangar, and we're going to get in this plane and fly. And he said, oh, by the way, like when we get to my house, you have to drive like a mile to the woods before you get to the hangar. Like, I want to warn you ahead of time before we drive 20, 30 minutes out, and then you're surprised. And I'm like, oh no, that's cool, whatever. So we go to his house. He has this little hangar and a grass landing strip. We get in this plane and we fly. We do all kinds of air acrobatics. It was a lot of fun.
Like, you went upside down and stuff?
Too. Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you do have one where you're flying. Yeah, yeah. So what happened with that guy? Like, why didn't he not work out if it's such a good date?
Oh, there are so many reasons.
Damn it.
He needed a lot of validation.
Okay.
And that's just a red flag for me. And two,
Validation, how?
he continually wanted to show me his degrees and his accolades and all of this stuff.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
and he wanted to show me his things, like his planes, his whatever, his property. He wanted to show me all those things, and I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was.
Sorry, no, I'm not. He's not laughing at you. The picture right there was crooked, and this dude distracts me by making it straight. And then
Well, the picture distracted me, so I had to.
you ADHD motherfucker.
I had to fix it.
Yeah.
we
All
go.
right. Anyways, okay.
Sorry.
So. Oh, and then she made the camera. Yes.
Been a train wreck of an
Yeah.
episode,
Yeah,
but we're
yeah.
having fun.
No. All right. All right. So you had some good dates. So I guess that means that just because the quality of date doesn't mean that it's a quality of man. So how many
That's
dates?
absolutely true.
How many dates did you go on with Mr. Pilot?
3
3.
4 3 or 4. Okay, the second date, let me tell you about the second date.
Okay, cool.
So he says, hey, do you want to come by? I'll cook dinner, maybe we'll fly a little bit. And I'm like, hell yeah, like, because this is fun to me.
Yeah.
And so I'm super excited, go down there. And he said, hey, before we have dinner,
What
so
the fuck?
he takes this lawn chair and he sits out right in front of this grass landing strip, and he says, I'm going to put on an air show for you. So he goes and he gets one of his airplanes, the kind where you have to put like the leather cap and the goggles on, like an old plane.
Like a
And he
biplane.
goes, yes, a biplane. That's exactly it. And he puts on an air show, and it was like, that was fascinating. I had to really take a step back and say, do I like this lifestyle and this adventure, or do I like him as a person? And I did not like him as a person.
Wow. You are very self-aware and very go ahead, Eric. What's the word I'm looking for?
She's self-aware and she knows what she wants. I mean, she's very emotionally mature.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like, because I feel like a lot of women be like, this guy can do backflips in a plane and shit while
I
he's
can't even do a fucking
1,000
backflip
feet
on
in the air.
I can't do a backflip standing up.
Actually, one backflip I ever tried was on a trampoline and I landed straight on my neck.
And that's why I don't do backflips even on trampolines.
And that's why I am the way that I am today.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so are you still with Pink Pants?
Well, it's not a with kind of thing.
You should call him the Pink Panther.
Charming pants.
Charming Pants.
Charming pants.
He doesn't live in my area, but we talk on a regular basis.
Okay, so have you been on a date with him?
Yes.
How many?
2.
2. How was the first date?
It was so much fun. It wasn't like a date. Like we met friends at the bar and hung out and drank and bullshitted all night. It was just a lot of fun.
All right, and then did he send you the charming picture before the first date or after the first date?
No, we met in the live, like in real life.
That's right. Oh yeah, you said that. My fault. All right. So what was the first official? So the second date was probably the official first date. How did that go?
What, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Since your first date was not really a date. You met in the wild. How was the official first date? What you would say the second date?
It was okay. It was okay. It was one of those things where he's like, I'm flying out. I want to see you before I fly out. Let's go grab lunch together.
Okay.
So it was just like, it was a lunch date before he flew out.
How far away does he live?
I don't know how many hours, but several states away.
Several states away. Okay, well, at least, it's states and not countries.
And you've had how many dates? 2, 3?
Two.
Did he fly to you to have these dates?
No.
No,
Not-
because he
not
was
yet.
there. He was
Not
traveling.
yet.
Okay.
Okay, so what intrigues you about him that keeps you going and talking to him consistently?
He is.
He's got an airplane, bro.
No,
No,
that's the
not
wrong
this
guy.
That's not this guy. Not
Oh.
pink pants. Not.
He may
charming
have a
pants.
landing strip, but not that guy.
I got to pee really bad, so I can't think straight.
Then
so-
you go.
Okay, yeah.
What was the question? What's intriguing to me?
Yeah, so what, because long distance relationships, I do believe can work with the right people, with two secure people, and they're very communicative, and they can communicate well, and they already know each other pretty well. It's not just like a one date, hey, let's try to make this work. It's like, it's a constant effort. I would say the long distance relationships are the hardest ones, but they can work. And I'm pro them. I would definitely have one if I wasn't in a relationship already. But I just kind of want you to tell our guests, how does this work? Like, why do you keep having an interest in him other than, he has a charming package in cargo pants?
And really, that's not the attraction or the
Right.
appeal.
I know.
He's very charming.
Okay.
We have, from a morals perspective, we have a lot of alignment there. And I said to him today that I can't remember the exact words that I used, but I'm like, you have such a caretaker personality, like where you want to take care of me, like you want to create that psychological, and I don't mean financially, I mean things like psychological safety and whatnot. And I think that that's really important in a relationship.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I 100% agree with you. Is he older, younger, same age?
He's younger.
Younger? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, is he the one engaging in the conversation first in the morning or afternoon, whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that something that you need?
I was just about to ask, are you a fan of the good morning text?
Yes and no. So if I'm really into someone, I want to hear from them. I like starting my day with someone that I'm, hearing from someone I'm interested in. If I'm just kind of like, let's see where this goes. Not really.
Okay.
I'd rather
So if we were talking and you were interested in me and I was like, hey, good morning, sugar tits, would you like that? Or would you just like hey, good morning, beautiful? Because I know a lot of women aren't
I
big
don't
on,
like the beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like the
That's
beautiful. I would
exactly
rather
what I was
have
about to
sugar
say.
tits.
You prefer sugar tits?
Okay.
I'd prefer sugar tits.
Females in the compliments, or females in the chat in the compliments. Tell me, do you want the sugar tits or do you want the beautiful?
Yeah.
Because
All three of you.
there's no way I am sending my partner good morning sugar tits.
Erica said, "Oh, rain,"
Yeah.
Well-
there's no way I'm sending her a good morning sugar tits.
or like fruity pebble butt.
Okay, I'd send that.
That's cute, right? That's cute.
I would definitely
Good
send
morning,
that.
fruity pebble butt.
But
That's cute.
okay.
She got a
Good
colorful
morning,
butt.
beautiful. Good morning, beautiful's overused. It's so overused.
Overused. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, you. Hey, good morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know what
Okay.
else to say.
So so Erica says she hates the good morning text. All right, good to know. But I'd go with beautiful. Gina says beautiful, but yes, you would text that.
Sunshine. Good morning, sunshine.
I do get that. I do get good morning sunshine, and I don't mind it.
Okay, amongst all these good morning texts that you've gotten over your course of dating, what is the best one you would say?
I don't know that I remember. I don't know that I have one that stands out.
Must
Why-
have not been good.
Why do you not like the beautiful? Did you say that already? And Rain made a joke.
She said it's overused.
Okay, all right. Do you feel like it's trying too hard?
overused. I feel like
Hey, Tamarin.
if someone's sending me a good morning beautiful, that they have missed the point of who I am.
Okay.
Because
Ooh. Can you explain that to me as a man that has sent a good morning beautiful text to someone?
It's different, Eric, if you're in a relationship with them and you have something established, but someone, the first text,
that makes sense.
Somebody I don't know,
Yeah.
missed the point of who I am if you're commenting on my physical appearance.
Yeah,
Right.
I definitely have never sent it to someone. But if on 1 or 2 dates.
If you've been talking for a while and you've kind of established, not necessarily being together, but some sort of a relationship, good morning beautiful is acceptable. But if you're just like, first good morning sugar tits, first text or something, like might make you smile in the morning and you entertain that.
It would make me laugh.
That's good.
God, your Riz is up. You're the Rizzler tonight.
I'm a genius.
Yeah. Thank you.
He was
Right.
talking about me.
Yeah, I was talking about Rain, but you've got great Riz. You've got great Riz too, Jen.
She really does. She really does. No, you're amazing compared to a lot of women. You know what you want. You know what you're doing. You got it together.
Oh, thanks for saying
So
that.
how did you get this? So know what you want. I'm going to get a little personal. You don't have to answer, but were you married before?
Yes.
Okay. And how long were you married?
14 years, maybe.
14 years. Okay. So, and how long's that divorce been? About 5 years?
Yeah, about 5 years.
Okay. What was your
Did you
last?
guess that?
Well, no, she's been
Okay.
dating for 5 years. So
Okay,
I just
okay.
put it together.
I gotcha.
When was your last relationship? Your ex-husband, or have you actually had a relationship since then?
No, I dated someone since, and it was right at the beginning of COVID. It was one of those like COVID relationships.
Oh.
My first foray back into dating, and then it's COVID, and well,
COVID really.
we don't have to count that.
Yeah. So why did you start that relationship?
I think, well, coming out of my marriage, I'm not going to say that it was a loveless marriage because it wasn't. Like, we still get along today, but I didn't have a lot of confidence. And I think that getting to know him kind of helped me build that a little bit.
Okay.
And we were aligned on a lot of things, and he was a lot of fun.
Okay. Good. And since it was COVID, did he live with you? Did he?
No, no, we didn't live together. We spent a lot of time together. And
Okay.
for me, and this probably lasted about 14 months. I work in technology. I work remotely, so I can work wherever there's an internet connection. So it was really easy for me to, when the kids weren't with me, pack up and go and spend time with him at his house.
Okay.
That's one of those interesting dynamics of a relationship where, you have a thing going on and she just happens to be able to work remotely so she can, when she has the availability, go work at his house. Like, how many days straight would you stay there and work at his house?
5 to 7, depending on what was going on with the kids.
Wow.
Right? I mean, we spent a lot of time together. Yeah.
So did he work during the day, leave the house during the day?
No, we worked side by side.
Oh, did I miss something?
No.
Did he work from home as well? Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yes.
That's a
lot of people
lot
work-
of time together.
But a lot of people work from home.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
COVID, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking lot of time together.
So
That's too much
if you
time.
don't mind me asking, what happened with that relationship?
They spent too much time together.
God,
No,
no.
that's not it at all.
Time is of the essence when it comes to a relationship.
I think that
Time doesn't
it's
exist.
it's easy to
You're
plant insecurities, right? You can make some comments that plant insecurities in people, and I think we both probably fell into that. Where there were some insecurities between us, and over time that became really taxing, and established some distrust.
Insecurities meaning,
yeah.
Like what kind of insecurities?
So there was a time where we split up. We took a little break, probably because we were spending too much time together. And he befriended someone during this time. And, I would tell him, I think that communication is such a big thing, and we can maybe circle back to that. But, after when we reconciled, I said, I'm kind of uncomfortable with this friendship. And when we would argue or bicker, like, he would make comments about it. And I'm like, that just doesn't give me that psychological safety that I'm looking for. And that was essentially the downfall. And I'm sure that I did that to him too. I'm sure that it wasn't just one-sided.
So, honest question here, Jen. When did you physically say that's not the psychological security that I'm looking for? Did you say
Yes.
that to him? And
Absolutely.
how did he respond to that?
Not well.
Yep.
Not
okay.
well.
Yeah. So So I'm on your 100% your side, because as soon as someone expresses something and it doesn't go well, that's your first sign. And I'm only speaking as a doormat, because I have been in relationships where I would express myself and it would be just like, well, what? I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, or like just the gaslighting just happened. And I'd just be like, oh, okay, I guess that's the normal response. Like, I guess it's just me. So I'm glad that you were aware of that.
This separation time, when he started entertaining this other woman, was he still like talking to her pretty consistently when you guys reconciled your relationship?
I'll never know. I'll never know.
Oh, so
I know.
you
I don't know
fully
how.
know.
No, I don't know how consistent the conversation was, but from time to time she would pop up in conversation, or I was talking to
he would
so-and-so the
randomly
other
bring her
day,
up.
or he would randomly bring her up, and I realized that this relationship is continuing, even though we've reconciled. So,
when he would bring her up, like, how would he bring her up? Like, what style of conversation? Like, was it like, oh, so and so said this, and like he was very agreeable with whatever so and so said, or
just in passing, somehow she would come up.
She would just always come up.
Ooh, in passing.
Not always, just in passing, like super casually. Well, I was talking to so and so, and this is going on this weekend, or
Even down to down to casually bringing her up. If he's like, okay, if he was bringing her up like daily or like just consistently, at least, like, yeah, that's a problem. But even the fact that he's casually bringing her up, just, whenever he thinks about her, to me shows that he's probably still talking to her and keeping up with her. He knows what's going on. They're still having probably daily conversation.
See, I can't give a yes or no there, because I would have to hear the conversation. Because casually bringing it up, like
Have you ever cheated on somebody?
No. So
That's why.
okay, all right, fair. But like, I have a girl best friend. Her name's Ida, and if I just said, "Oh yeah, I talked to Ida today," and this is what's going on in her life, or like, "Oh yeah," like if so,
But
like
is that an established best friend, or is this a best friend you made when you guys split for a little while?
True. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And if like
I gotta get this dog here. It's been fucking with me the whole time.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point that I didn't look at it. That like he established that relationship during a relationship. Like, yeah, that's there. I'd still have to think on that, because I do believe that
As they were split, him and this other girl established a relationship, and then
Yes.
how long was the split? Like, how long were you guys
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So,
Oh, so this is Ross and Rachel. We were on a break.
in 3 weeks' time, what was the reason you split? Like you just.
Oh, it was something really stupid. Just
Okay,
like
so-
an interaction that we had that didn't go well.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Ross and Rachel.
Okay, so how many interactions throughout your relationship did you have that didn't go well, and then all of a sudden he just decides to take a 3-week break off this one?
Well, I decided to take the 3-week break.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, it was me. It was me.
Okay, well,
All right. Okay.
So how did you
just
say
like
it to him?
just like Rachel. Okay.
Did you just like, hey, I need some time?
I don't remember exactly. I remember the fight that we had, and it was like the dumbest thing ever. And it was the way that he talked to me that I was just like, I can't date someone who talks to me that way.
That's not. Hold on. Wait, Jen. That is not a dumb reason.
No, not at all.
That's not a dumb reason at all.
The catalyst. The dumb reason. It was an argument over like what is the most secure way to transport data? Is it CD-ROM or is it flash drive or whatever? Like that. That's what started the conversation.
But
That's
the
the
way that he
stupid
talked
part.
to you. Okay. All right.
But
Fair.
the way that he talked to me was not okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And
you decided
after that
to.
point, we never really recovered after that point. We never got back to where we were prior to.
So you decide you were the decider of. Did you say I need a break, or did you say you were done?
I probably said I was done.
Okay, so you
That
said
was
you were
how I felt in the
done,
moment. Yeah.
and then after 3 weeks, like, did you guys just like, I miss you too, and then
No, sometimes, and I'm not proud of this, but we talked about me being very self-aware. So I had something that was going on in my life that was very difficult and very challenging, and I reached out because I was going through something that I don't know. At that point, I missed him. I missed the intimacy that we had. I'd forgotten about the bad things that had happened.
do you feel that?
Hold on. I'm going to put this comment up here.
Do you feel that?
Can you answer that question for us?
Wait, hold on. I can't read it. Do you think?
You can't read it? It says, all right, so do you think it could have gotten back to where you were if this other girl wasn't looming?
No. I think that
okay.
Fundamentally, we had some differences in how we saw the world, and we were just not compatible.
Okay, so my question was,
And then Tamron says that that's the nerdiest argument she's ever heard, so.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was pretty bad.
Do you think that, after all that time, 3 weeks or whatever, do you feel like you were searching for a comfort zone?
Yes,
Like you
exactly.
you missed him because you missed the comfort, and you were kind of lost at the moment.
You're exactly right.
Okay.
Exactly right.
So what did you learn from that relationship?
About 512 things. I think it starts with sitting with discomfort. I was very uncomfortable at that moment that I reached out and reconnected. And it was because I had not yet learned to sit with discomfort and feelings of not being okay.
Okay. All right. So, what is your? I'm going to switch gears here. We got a little somber there, and I appreciate your openness and vulnerability. Like, we just love that here, because then we can kind of dissect and or just like get to know you a little bit more, and our guests probably love it too. If they don't, then they can pound sand.
Hey, before you say that, I just had this random idea. Hold that thought. Don't forget it. People in the chat, never mind. Never mind.
Ask them.
Well, I was
can't
gonna
stop now.
Well, I just liked how you put their comment
Yeah.
up. I thought maybe they could join.
No, they can't join, but what they can do is just ask her a question or ask us a question
Okay.
as we're going on.
I thought
and
maybe
we'll put
somebody
it up
could
there.
come in and chime in.
No. We
Okay,
don't want
anyways,
that. Jen
forget
Gi
I said
is
that.
Jen Gi is our guest.
That's true.
So if you have any questions for Jen Gi or that stupid dating show, if you want to tell Rain how awesome he is and Eric how shitty he is, we're all for it. We probably won't post the ones that Eric is shitty because it'll hurt his feelings because he's a sensitive little girl. But anyways,
I figured that out the hard way.
it was your PhD, right?
I feel like I'm on my shit tonight.
You are. You're doing well. You're doing well. And I keep showing my white pasty legs to the audience.
You got little thin legs. Do you ever go do leg day?
What are you talking about, dude? Look at these. Look at these calf muscles.
No, look at that sumbitch. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's even got a butthole. See, it's trying to show off them calves.
Anyways.
Let's move on.
All right. So back to Jen Gi and my little skinny legs. Apparently, can you tell us your type?
Yes. Yeah, I want to date a masculine man with balls, and what I mean by that is,
I hope he has balls.
Someone who has integrity and is a good communicator, right? Somebody that's been on a healing journey. And when I talk about integrity and communication, I want somebody to have the hard conversations with me. I want them to say, you invalidated my feelings when you said this, or this is how I'm feeling and we need to talk about that. We need to fix it. We need to, I find that a lot of men haven't reached that level of vulnerability and openness and transparency.
Do you think? Go ahead.
Let's say he has all those things, but he had ball cancer and had to have his balls taken out. So he used to have balls, but he has all those other things.
I hit my funny bone.
Thought you were trying to get my attention.
No, I hit my funny bone.
I don't.
That's just a joke. Anyways, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Eric.
No, that's it. That's my list.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. So, how about a physical type? Do you have a physical type?
Not really.
Okay.
That's
a damn lie.
No,
everybody has a physical
it's
type.
not. So,
So if he was 400 pounds with a button dick, you'd be all about it?
That would be a hard no, because I think that hold on. I think that anyone that is on their healing journey and is really taking care of themselves isn't going to be in that position.
Fair point.
Oh yeah, very fair point.
And whoever I'm with, I want them to be around for a long time and not 5 years.
So going back to your healing journey, and you're looking, and you say that men don't, they don't kind of validate other people's emotions, stuff like that. Do you find that there's a different, like an age range of where men kind of mature into that? Because I do think that there's a little bit of maturity that goes along with that, and then there's also a fact that they're actually not healing. But I think they're kind of synonymous into where a man at a certain age will start realizing, wow, I need to go talk to somebody, or I need to start healing myself.
Erica says, you guys need to stop interrupting her so much. Erica, if you want to make rules, come be on the show.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Anyways, that's my girlfriend.
Moving on.
She will be on the show, but it won't be for dating stories. So, anyways, all right. Can you please?
Godspeed, Eric. All right, Jen Gi.
Thanks.
Let's keep going with Jen.
Yeah. So, do you feel like there is a age range to where they actually start, validating their your emotions, and then also expressing their emotions at a certain time, like they have like an emotional maturity?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I think that it's all individual. Some of the men that I've dated have been younger and have been really in touch with their feelings and can articulate their feelings and have conversations about it. There have been a handful of men my age or older that can do that, but I find that most of the men that I go out with, they live their life on autopilot. And they're just like, moving through life, they're not looking at how do I make this better? How do I work on me? How do I find peace?
I feel like I could relate to that a little bit, because in my daily life where I stand right now, I feel like it's Groundhog Day. You know, like every day's the same. I get up and do the same thing every single day. I do the same thing every single weekend. Like it's repetitive. It's the same. And I know like a therapist would tell me, like, maybe change up your routine. Maybe don't do this every morning, or maybe do this every morning. But like, just everyday life is just kind of a repeat of yesterday. Do you feel that way, Eric?
No, I don't.
Well, that's good. Glad you're on top of life.
But we could talk about that after the show. me and
Okay.
you.
Yeah. We can,
Do you want to change that, Rain? I mean, I've got one tip that can change that for you.
you got one what?
One tip that
One
can change
tip.
that for you.
Okay. Yeah. Let's hear it.
I don't know if you're a journaling kind of guy, but I have a gratitude journal, and I look every day for 3 things that I'm thankful for, and that it's amazing how much that can change your life.
So basically, you write down 3 things every day that you're thankful for.
Well, I mean, when I'm consistent, yes, I do, but
Like,
I mean,
3 things you're thankful for that day,
Right.
or
Like,
just life in general.
yes, 3 things that I'm thankful for that I recognize in that day.
Okay, that's interesting. I might have to give that a shot. You'll have to send me a message to remind me. But
Okay. And just like 1 or 2 sentences, right? And it just changes what you're looking for every day. You're looking for those good things so you can write about them later. And it kind of shifts your perspective a little.
I like that. I know that writing in general or journaling can really put your life into perspective in a way. I guess I'm just kind of lazy when it comes to doing anything like that, but I like your idea. 3 good things out of each day, and at a certain point you look back and you have all these good things to look back on and see how good life was versus how bad you thought it was, right?
Oh,
For sure.
all right. So finding that inner peace takes mindfulness and true self-love, but it's so worthy the journey.
So worth the journey.
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking idiot.
It's true. Finding the inner peace takes mindfulness. Yeah, I can't read.
Yeah,
from
see,
this
you're a
far away.
fucking idiot too.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways, all right. So Jen, you have been with us for a good amount of time. I want to open up not only the chats to ask Jen, but Jen, this is your time now to kind of, give advice to our listeners and give advice to men, give advice to women, and then also ask, you have 2 men right here if you want any.
One man.
Yeah, it's you. To like just tell you like how men think on these things.
Oh, this might be where I choke. Like I don't know what to ask. I think for those that are out there dating, think about what's important to you. I don't invest in something that I know is not going anywhere. So I'm not going to be anybody's missus right now. I'm going to wait and invest that energy in something that has potential and it's going somewhere.
You may be Mrs. Right, but you're not Mrs. Right now.
Absolutely.
Have you ever ghosted somebody?
Have I ghosted someone?
Yeah.
No.
What?
No. I'll have the conversation. I will have the hard conversation with whoever it is and say this is why this is coming to an end.
All right. So we do have a question from Erica. Would charming pants keep you from seeking out other people?
No.
What?
No.
Charming pants?
The guy that we've been talking about, Pink
I mean,
Pants.
I know,
Yeah.
Pink
but
pants.
it's just aside from the 1 in a million pink pant man, like that's just kind of a weird question.
No, well,
If
Are charming?
It's not. It's a great question because
All I ever see is boot cut and skinny and all that. I don't ever see charming pants in Old Navy.
oh my gosh, horrible joke. Horrible joke. All right. So while you're talking to charming pants, you are tendering other people.
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Don't do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay. Now that opens up a question for me. Then, do you feel like that kind of takes away any sort of intentionality on your end?
I don't think so. This is such a great question, and we could go down a rabbit hole because I think one of the reasons why dating apps don't work is because of paradox of choice, because you have so many people in your inbox and you find someone interesting and then, oh, the grass is greener with this person and the grass is greener with this person. So you get in this cycle where you don't settle down and you don't see things through with someone. I don't think so. And our situation's a little bit unique. He doesn't live here, right? So if he lived here, and it's early, so a month from now, it might be a completely different story.
Have you had that conversation with him though?
Which conversation specifically?
Like
that
just a
I'm
conversation.
seeing other people?
Yeah, and like he's able to see other people.
He hasn't asked, and I won't ask him.
Okay, so it's just like I guess unspoken thing. Like you are assuming that he's seeing other people.
I am assuming he is seeing other people.
Okay. Would you then? Well, no. That answers that question. I could answer that. But do you think that he would get hurt in any way if you ended up, saying, "Hey, I went on a date and I'm pursuing this person"? Do you think that's him? Oh, that's
No.
good. That's good.
I don't think so. He's a confident guy. He's
Okay,
a confident
that's good.
guy. He's secure.
That's good because I have run into a lot of people, on the TikToks asking, questions or whatever about, how they got hurt because this person was seeing somebody else or they have a roster. And I'm like, well, how many dates? And they're like, well, like 2. I said, well, at that point, did you have that conversation? They say no. And it's just like they put all their eggs in their basket without a conversation. And I do think you wanted to talk about communication. So if you wanted to chime in on that, because I do think that that's part of the communication of the dating process.
Yeah, absolutely. So unspoken expectations, I think, are the worst. And really, people end up getting hurt because they have unspoken expectations of other people that aren't met. And if you communicated that expectation, you could at least have that conversation.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you so much. Do you have any safety tips for people that are on online dating?
I've not really. Okay, well, here's a story. Do you want a story? It might lighten things up a little bit. So Jen is not my name. Jennifer is not my name, but I do have a unique name. And I went on a first date with this gentleman. I don't know, probably 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And we had good conversation. It was a fun date. And then he reached across the table and he grabbed my hand and he said, "You're exactly the kind of stability that I'm looking for in my life." And I'm like, "Tell me more," because I'm curious, like, where is this going? And he said, "I found you online and I looked up your tax records. And I think that you're exactly the kind of stability that I need."
He didn't do a background check. He looked at the taxes.
Like, what is that?
I'm
What
a
the
loss for
fuck?
words.
Who
I'm
does
a loss
that?
for words. Yeah, I mean,
Let me check your tax record.
I'm literally all for someone like doing a background check.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, that
and
makes sense.
I think that
But he
it's
checked your taxes.
but it's smarter for women to do like the background checks, the Google searches, the Facebook, thing. But man, he checked your taxes. He must have been an accountant.
Tamron said, "Stab him."
Yeah, don't. Nope. Assault is never condoned.
It just depends on the situation.
I agree.
I would say for a safety tip, don't be afraid to ask someone to walk you to your car. If you go out on a date and you feel a little bit uncomfortable. I've done it twice, right? Where I've asked the bartender to, can you please escort me to my car? Okay. Or one of my friends, I'm like, I'm a little uncomfortable with this situation that's going on over here. Can you please walk me out?
Do you know what an angel shot is?
I've heard that. I've never had to order one, but I have heard of that.
Do you know what it is? Mm-hmm. What is it?
Well, I think I know what it is. I think it's a request for help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Help. I was just curious. Eric, any last questions for Jen here?
I'm good. Oh, tell us that dating story. I guess you had was there another dating story? Do you have any more dating stories? But no, I don't have any other questions. Jen, you've been great. It's so nice to meet you. Okay. Yeah. So tell us the dating story about why you had to ask someone to walk you to your car.
Okay. All right. So, but first, can I come back? I've had so much fun with y'all.
Yeah, you can come back.
Of course.
Okay, great.
I'm so honored for you to ask that. That's great. You're welcome to come back anytime. I wish I could ask you to pee for me, Eric, but
oh Jesus.
Yeah. So, tell us that uncomfortable dating story.
So, I matched with a gentleman online, and well, this is actually a really good date. It's a weird, but it has a good ending. So I matched with this guy online, and he is a part of a big law enforcement center. He's an expert, and he comes in. He has a contract with this center. He comes in and he trains. Mm-hmm. He trains people in his specific skills, and I felt like it was an interrogation. We sat at the bar, and he would ask me questions, and I, of course, would answer them. And then I would ask him questions. He's like, I'm not comfortable disclosing that at this time. And it just got really weird after a while.
When the questions that he wasn't comfortable disclosing, were they the same questions he was asking you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was like tip for tat. It was like right on the same level.
So it's like, what's your favorite color? You say blue, and you're like, what's your favorite color? And he's like, I can't disclose that information.
I'm not comfortable disclosing that. That's right.
That's a little weird.
It was very weird, and it got weirder and weirder. And finally, he continued to ask me questions, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable disclosing that at this point, right? And he became
what are you comfortable disclosing?
Are you talking about him?
I was talking about him. What the fuck is it? What does he want to disclose?
So, yeah, well, he also really didn't look like his pictures either. So, like, whatever. It was.
You think it was a catfish?
No, I have been catfished, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, he was just kind of arrogant, and he just scared me a little bit with his background. And I said to the bartender, I'm like, hey, like after he left, I didn't know if he's hanging out in the parking lot or not. I didn't really want to know. But I said to the bartender, I'm like, hey, that was just a really awkward situation. And I don't think that there's anything wrong here, but my spidey senses are up. Can you just have somebody walk me to my car?
So you felt uncomfortable enough to, want to have somebody watch you.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And the bartender introduced me to one of his friends. He's like, hey, this is my regular. We're going to call him Miles, right? This is one of my regulars, and he can walk you to his car, your car. You're in good hands with him. And this guy, he said, I saw what you're going through on that date. It was really terrible. And I'm embarrassed for that guy. But I'd like to take you out on a proper date.
Oh, Jesus.
So wait.
And we're still friends today.
Okay.
We're still friends today.
Did you go on a date
with him?
Probably four or five.
Wow. So, okay. Oh, that's intriguing to me. Like, so 4 dates, like what didn't work out with him?
He was a nice guy.
Jen,
he was too nice.
It's like, too nice. I'm just looking for a nice guy. Well, he's too nice.
No. So
His bulge picture wasn't good enough.
There was no
I'm
bulge.
kidding, Jen. I know. I'm kidding, Jen. That's not you.
No, he was far too accommodating, and I felt like he had lost some of his sense of self in trying to date me, and I didn't find that very attractive.
Okay.
But we're still friends. We're
Yeah.
still friends. We still hang out.
Is he still accommodating the same way?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So that says something. Yeah. Because to me, if someone's accommodating, that's not a red flag. It just, to me, it's like, oh, that's just a really nice person that, cares for me. So I don't really see that as like a bad thing. But obviously that's not something you were looking for. But anyways, this has been great. So Rain
Yes.
has left the studio, so now is your time to troll him a little bit, because he always
Great.
does this to me when I'm out of the room. So have at it, chat, and you, Jen. Just troll him. No, don't. He's a great guy. But anyways, yeah. So you want to be back on the show? Do you have any recent dates like lined up? Do you have any potential dates coming?
Well, I mean, Charming Pants.
Okay, when is that?
It's like 2 weeks from now. It's a little out there.
And he's flying to you?
Yes.
Does he travel for work? Is that why he comes back to you in the GA?
Yes.
Okay.
But I do see some travel. If things go well, I see some travel both ways in our future, not for work.
So this is a very positive, I guess, potential for you. Are you excited?
I try not to get excited about dates.
Okay.
I try not to get excited.
Why though?
Your brain fills in gaps. You see little slivers of a story, and your brain tries to fill that in and complete it. And when you know so little about a person, I don't want to get excited when I know so little about them, because I'm making things up in my mind that may not be factual.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm creating a perception off of very little information.
Hey, go ahead.
Have you ever? It's an exercise that I've done, and that a professor of mine always said is you don't really believe what you believe until you write it down. Have you ever sat down and written down the things that you like about Charming Pants?
No, but I don't think it's quite that far.
Okay, yeah. It's probably
but
not.
I typically do.
Okay.
I typically do. I say I have this list, like, here are the things that are core values for me and what I'm looking for, and has this person demonstrated that?
Yeah.
And it's either a yes, no, or not yet.
Yeah, perfect.
Or, TBD.
Going back to your when you're going on a date and you're not exactly excited about it, like you have these intentions, don't you feel that putting off that energy or that vibe, walking into the date, sitting down with that person, maybe they can feel that vibe from you, therefore the date potentially goes sour?
No. Well, I don't have a lot of dates that go sour. My dates are generally good.
Is it because you're stoic?
I don't know. That's a big word. I don't even know if I know what it means.
Okay.
Eric uses that word in every podcast. What is a stoic? After 60 some episodes, what is a stoic?
So, there's a difference between stoicism and the capital S stoic and the lowercase s stoic. So, stoicism is not a suppressing of your emotions. It's actually just being able to regulate and choosing wisely on what emotions that you need to react on, and thinking about them, not negating that you feel that way. Where stoic people, the lowercase s, are just like, whatever. I'm not going to get excited about this date because it's just a date type thing. Where someone who is a stoic, capital S, would be like, oh, I'm excited. but I'm going to go in and be myself and go there, and I'm going to sit on these feelings, and I'm going to go forward with them. And once I feel that it is a part of me, I'm going to share them.
I'm going to have you type that out for me and
okay, for sure.
Send me an email so I can study that.
Okay.
That's a lot.
I'm intentional.
Capital S's and lowercase S's.
So Cameron says in the comments. Oh, go ahead.
Well, Erica says, why open this door, Rain? Eric has a mini chub just being able to talk about this. And she's not fucking wrong.
Well, every time Eric's in the podcast room, he always has a mini chub.
True. All right. So what comment did you want to read? This one? She's thoughtful about her own thoughts?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm thoughtful and intentional.
And
I'm thoughtful and intentional for sure.
And she accepts things and situations for what they are. Yeah, I mean that is a virtue of stoicism, and that's why I said it's because you're stoic. But no, that's great. I commend that.
Your girlfriend called me baby.
That's okay.
Thanks, Erica.
That's not a term of endearment from her. So, anyways,
I'll take it how I want to.
When I come back, can we talk about me being catfished, the hawk to a girl, and then another person that was another guest on your podcast, Austin?
Well, Jesus Christ, we could have talked about that this episode.
Hold on.
I think
Hold on. What other guest are you talking about?
Austin.
Okay.
Oh, geez,
Okay. Hold on from there. How about this? Let's schedule another one and let's do a part 2.
Okay.
Because I feel like we've had a lot of good conversation. Yeah. You're a very, very interesting person, and I love your perspectives and the way you go about things. How about we set up a part 2? We'll have to go back.
The schedule.
We'll have to look at the schedule, but we will set up a part 2 and do a part 2.
Bet
1,000% we will. But before we go, we always ask our guests this. It's kind of our thing. If we were on the dating apps and you had to rate one of us or just swipe on one of us, which one would it be?
Hold on.
Hold on, yeah, show them.
Hold on. I'm gonna put up a little. I'm gonna just hold on 1 second,
Jesus,
okay?
what are you doing?
No, you'll trust me.
Oh,
hold on.
God.
Wait 2 seconds.
I'm not. Oh God, no!
Okay.
Look, okay, so Ray, that is better than the tank. That's so much better than the tank top I saw you wearing.
For real? You don't like my tank tops?
I don't like it.
Well, that's all right. So what do you rate
much
us?
better shirtless.
Hey, look, Eric. Oh no, I don't have any right now. Usually I have belly button lint.
Oh.
All right. 1 out of 10. You're always the one talking about taking your shirt off. What do you rate us?
I was not prepared.
Do
for
Eric
this, but
first.
A collective 17. I'm giving you a collective rating. 17.
So I'm the 10, Eric's the 7.
I'll go with it.
Yeah.
I'll go with it.
But
Don't ever do that again. And you literally just spit. I'm sorry.
Okay, rate me. My turn. Rate me.
Oh God! Have we ever been at? You didn't. Okay, give us a legit rating. 1 through 10. Go Eric first, and then Rain. If it takes you any longer, I'm going to take my pants off.
Oh Jesus Christ! Hurry up.
Jesus. Okay, so I don't know. Erica, don't be mad. Eric's a solid 9.
Yeah, he's a solid. What about me?
Erica, the girlfriend.
Yeah.
What?
You're a solid 9.
No, we're rating Eric, not Erica.
She's saying sorry
No.
because she's in the chats.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. My bad.
I'm being demure, mindful, respectful.
Yeah.
I took my shirt off and got turned on, and I just don't. So what's my rating? 6.
Well, you're not. I would go more than that. I would give you a 7.
Hey,
What was yours?
I was a 9. Yeah.
All right.
And
But
As you
hold
can
on,
see,
that's
I was
because
in the,
Eric.
I was in
Eric
the
is
lead for a
stoic.
while.
And I know him. I've seen his stuff more.
yeah, it's
What
she knows
stuff?
me a little bit more. My TikToks.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm a Z-list celebrity.
And
Yeah.
A Z-list. Yeah, that's like the bottom of the barrel.
A, B,
But
C, 1,
anyways,
2,
okay,
3.
so you
So
asked
I'm
us-
like a.
You're like a German
I'm just here.
bee.
I'm just here. Hey, I can play guitar, so
Yeah. Okay, so you asked us
Bumps me up
based
to
on
an 8.
based on like your personality and charm. Is that what you asked?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Who do you want to go first?
Shirtless Eric. I mean, shirtless Rain. Sorry.
Don't say sorry to me. You were thinking about Erica. Don't get mad.
let me zoom in on your picture real quick. Just kidding. I give you I would honestly, based on your personality, your sense of humor, and just the how self-aware you are and how you go about things, I would give you a solid fucking 8.
So I'm a personality higher. I see.
No, I said everything as a
teasing.
collective.
Yeah. So since I've seen your profiles, and then meeting you now, and then seeing your TikToks, and then just getting to know you more, yeah, I'd say a really good solid 8. Because of the emotional maturity that you have is just very attractive to, I think, emotionally intelligent people as well. What are you laughing at?
It's just nothing in the comments. I would just keep going.
Yeah, a solid 8 on that.
8's all around, 16
8's all
total.
around. Yeah, look at that. And we were 17.
Yeah.
So. Oh wait, no, we got score. But anyways, Jen. All right, I'm getting distracted by this buttercup over here. I love it. He's just
You can hear my muscle.
okay.
Well, thank you both for having me. I had the best time, and I can't wait for part 2.
Absolutely. This is the first episode we've decided that like we need to do a part 2 because you're so interesting, and we will be doing a part 2 soon. So we will stay in touch, and
Also, do us a favor. Write down some notes from previous episodes that you'd like to talk about, or any notes you want to give us. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. And for sure, let's do it sooner than later so we don't forget.
Okay.
yeah.
You want a flosser? Either
Oh,
of you?
God. And she's funny.
Oh shit.
She's a 9.
is
She's a 9. She's
is
fucking
one
hilarious.
of those the one that he gave you?
No.
During the break,
That'd
she
be
just went
awesome.
and got it.
It would be all bent up and
Right. But all right, Jen, thank you so much. It was so I'm so glad that I got to meet you finally.
It was great.
Thank you for sending me your profile. I hope that the feedback that you got helped and that you meet the man, because you do deserve just like a great human being to just add to your happiness. And we appreciate you coming on the show, adding to our happiness, and we appreciate all our guests.
can't wait to do a part 2.
I know.
I'm just
Thanks
laughing.
for having me.
I'm literally laughing, looking at myself with my shirt off.
I know. Odds or evens.
God, yeah. Fuck
Odds
yeah.
or evens.
He's not. You better keep those.
Odds or evens.
How are you not gagging holding them?
Yeah, no, I'm good. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye.
We love you.
All right, dude. What a great episode. And
That was awesome.
This might have to be a thing that every rating you take off your fucking shirt.
Dude, yes. And forget you said that because I want to edit that out because I just want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey man, this has been great. Why don't you close us out?
Yeah, it's been an awesome episode. We got a new setup here. We've been trying to find some chairs for a while because we're sick of that table that we had. But yeah, Eric, how you feel about today?
I was super stoked that it was Jen. We have a Patreon now, so our first half of the episode we're gonna have to sell because we didn't record.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think that as we progress,
I meant to say that in the beginning.
But we have a Patreon, so go subscribe. We'll sell that because it actually was very good information, and you get to hear a story. And the end of the episode, this episode that you're listening to, she actually tells a joke. She shows it, and I said, and she's funny. She's a 9, and now you'll understand the joke if you watch it.
She was funny.
She was funny, and I'm excited, man. That was a really great find, Rain. Great find.
Thanks. I remember 3 episodes ago, you're like, this is why we vet people.
Yeah. It was. Mano,
Shout out Austin.
Yeah. It was why.
That's awesome.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for listening. And seriously, we made a Patreon. We're not trying to get rich or anything, but if you support the podcast, if you like us, if you enjoy listening to us, it's only $2 a month. You get so we release episodes every Sunday. So starting now on the Patreon, episodes that are being released Sunday will be released on the Patreon on Wednesdays. And also too, you will get exclusive, pre-show, me and Eric just talking shit, whatever, all the fun shit.
Maybe even a dance video.
We could get a dance video in there too. If you want a dance video, let us know if you made it this far in the podcast. But yeah, Patreon, $2 a month. It's nothing. It's to support the podcast, if anything, because we're doing this for free. Eric drives 6 hours to get here every single time we do a podcast, and I just can't afford to live anymore. So we really need your help. $2 a month. Eric and Rain, we're here. I'll take off my shirt every time.
You're supposed to delete that, so it just happens. You son of a bitch.
Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. That's been the Stupid Dating Show.
We're out.
Thank you guys so much for listening. That's been the Stupid Dating Show. We are out.
We're so done. The oceans are blue, but my balls are bluer. If I asked you, could I put it in your pooper?
Did I forget my part?
Yeah.
I was trying to focus on playing. I was
Put
trying
it away.
to
Put it away.
Okay, all right. We need to practice a little more.